There are several techniques. Um, one is one is technical feasibility. How feasible is it technologically to deliver this project? And typically, you'll go to vendors, IBM, I don't know, Dell. You will go to Microsoft and try to think on whether it's technically feasible. Then you're going to try to look at whether this is financially feasible. And financial feasibility, we'll spend some time with that today in this module as we look at the different viewpoints and the different techniques and looking at a financial viability of a project. But before we go there, allow me to look at the other feasibility, because you need to be holistic when you're looking at a business case for your project, right? So one of those things that I'd like you to do when you initiate a project and you're creating the business case for it is, I need you to add resource feasibility. Do you have the number of resources needed to execute this project and hit the timeline? Or do you have the skill sets necessary in order to work on this project and deliver it according to the timeline? Because many times we look at the conceptual or theoretical basis of when we will set the deadline without any consideration of whether we have resources or whether we have the technical capability to deliver the project. So you need to look at resource feasibility. The other thing you need to look at is schedule feasibility. With all of the other things that you're doing in your organization, with all of the other stuff that, take the Philippines, for example, right? After the first week of December, most companies practically shut down or slowed down tremendously because of the largely Christian and Catholic population celebrating the Christmas season. It slows down, right? Or a European country approaching summer. It's, and many of them will avail and access 3 weeks, 1 month, some are 2 months worth of vacation. And so they practically shut down. And so when you look at schedule feasibility, some projects cannot absorb too much delay. If you don't get it done by a certain date, typically forget about the project. An example of that would be maybe a New Year's Eve countdown. If you don't do the New Year's Eve countdown on New Year's Eve, it actually loses a lot of the fun in doing a New Year's Eve countdown. So there are new ones now. One is environmental feasibility. What kind of environmental impact will it have? The ecosystem. What will it do to the population? If you're constructing a mine, how will it affect the natural resources, the environment? How will it impact nature? Various. And this holistic approach in business casing, in project justification, is critical for an organization to take the ideas by which they articulated during their business planning and strategic planning sessions and now put it to life. So that when they give it birth, it's not because they're giving up on their strategy, they're simply hardening the initiative that they want to execute as a project, because that will dramatically improve the chances that the project will succeed.